Hey guys, and welcome back to another Building Kashyyyk segment. Guys, we are on week 5. I know we are going really fast with these segments. They are just coming out like that. And I'm really excited and really happy to where these are going. Alright guys, so what we're going to get to in this segment, guys, is just some update designs or design updates. So basically what I'm talking about there is, for example, behind me, the Kashyyyk wall. This is a cool little wall idea I had in the beginning with the idea stage. And then also, in the back area, the base, some changes maybe we want to be put there, and where this crane's going to go and stuff like that. Just some design updates. Now, again, I talked about landscaping in the last couple videos. However, that's probably what I mean by landscaping is the frontal area, so not the back part. The base is split up into two different areas. You have the battle action area, and then you actually have the base. So when I'm talking about landscaping, what I'm going to be talking about is like the mountains and all of this region up here. And I'm afraid what's going on with this is I just haven't had the parts, or haven't had the correct funds at the moment to order the parts. Now I have some of the parts. I have a lot of tan pieces, a lot of blue pieces. However, I'm running a bit low on the dark green, the sand green, some other dark tan colors, other colors that I really want to have before I actually start building the front area. I mean, I could just put some just some flat colors down and see what that looks like. But guys, I want to look as professional as possible. I want to take this in the correct order. So we're gonna actually probably take a look at the base part before we get into the front part. At least until the parts come, which is going to be another 1 to 2 weeks. So in maybe 2 or so episodes is when we can get to the landscaping part. But in the meantime, we're going to be focusing about the actual base part, so the other half. So what I'm talking about is, if you look at the map, and again, it's split basically down the middle. You have the action, and then you have the base. We're going to be focusing a bit more on the base, just the internal side, at least to continue having some really great design stuff and whatnot. So I'm actually calling this episode Design Part 1, because we're going to be focusing on the back of the base. Now, on some updates from last episode, I asked you guys, what do you think about the spacing, the mapping that we actually did? And what it turned out from all the comments I received, so thank you for all the comments, guys, is that we are actually pushing back the forest area by 12 studs. That's basically 3 bricks. Now that sounds like a little bit, I know, but trust me, it's a lot more. It'll make a huge difference. We're actually going to take a look into that just here in a second, and I've actually compared the two so you can see what the difference is going to be, and trust me, it's going to make a huge difference in the end. Now, we can always change it, because we're probably not going to get to the landscaping or the frontal area for a little bit longer, do the parts again, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so guys, let's dive right into these designs, updates. We're going to focus on the Kashyyyk wall, the moving of the forest area, and also some other cool base updates in the back area. So let's get right into that. Alright guys, so the first thing I actually want to get into is, as you may notice, we have quite a few of the new Kashyyyk battle packs right here. And I just wanted to show you, I built 5 of them. I wanted to show you what they look like. It's a new a set, and trust me, I'll be getting so many more than this, but I thought some of you might be interested in seeing a little bit of a mini army of these guys. So went ahead and just put them together, and wanted to show you guys. I got Commander Gree here, kind of leading the army. If the camera will focus, there we go. And then I also have Yoda, got Chewbacca, and I actually have 2 Chief Tarfels. I got one off eBay a lot earlier, and then I got one from the set. And then I have 5 of actually I have 6, one over there, and a couple more of these Kashyyyk troopers. There's like one here and one over there. So I just want to show you guys a bit of an update on here. Very cool. Yeah. And when the time comes, guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and show you all the kind of a preview, I guess. I am actually probably going to get to that Droid Army finally in 2014, the Droid Army video. That's been long requested. But anyhow, during the future segment of building Kashyyyk, I'm going to show you guys how many droids I have and where they're going to go, and when we get to that. You may notice, again, I have some of the new Star Wars sets out on here. The AT-AP, as well as the new droid gunship. So they look very cool out here, and you can take a look at those and see how big they look out here. And you got that turbo tank out there. But anyhow, just wanted to show you guys just what a lot of these guys, or sort of a lot of these guys, trust me, the final base will have a lot of battle packs. Let's leave it at that. There'll be a lot of clone troopers. So I am very excited. Yeah. Alright guys, let's get into some other things. So last week, I kind of at the end of the video, I discussed about how whether you guys thought this was enough space between these sections, and this is how much from here to here, all the way down here, is how much space I gave the forest area, and a lot of you in the comments complained that it should be pushed back. So this is the new line right here. This is exactly it's all the way down. It's exactly 3 2x4 or 1x4 in this case bricks. So if I take this 1 2 3 1 2 3, anyhow, it's 3 bricks that way. And so it actually, if you look at it, sort of, if you can imagine that line right there gone, it's actually a lot more space. Especially, when it's this wide, it's going to add a lot more space. I couldn't push this mock back, I couldn't push this back too much because of this crane right here. There's going to be 2 of these, and they're going to go from at least from here, from the end of this base plate, to about here. Probably a bit longer actually. And it's going to be it's going to be a cool section. Again, going back to that sketch I originally drawn. It's a really cool part I wanted to incorporate in the base, and I really want to use it. So I didn't want to push too much space back for the battle action, but by pushing this back 3 more bricks, basically what I've allowed is you literally get 3. It's divided in half pretty much. Let's see, it's 7 base plates I think long, so it's giving a good 3 full base plates of battle action, a little bit more actually coming off right here, considering the base plate of this section ends a bit. So I think this is a good space. And then right here you can actually see, again, this is also being pushed back. I'm not actually going to push back this, so I still want that as a super open area. some of you guys actually commented, what did I mean by open? Okay, so this entire area, this from that line all the way to here, coming down here, what I'm talking about is this will be completely covered with a roof, and there'll be more battle action on top of the roof. So it's going to be, this monk is going to get pretty high up actually. Now from here, this right here, if you can imagine that line right there, this section, so all of that is going to be open, meaning I could reach my hand down and grab this turbo tank because that's in an open area. But right here, this is going to be closed off area. I'm going to have like some cool clone medic areas and other stuff right here. And this is going to be like little towers that'll be covered by some mountain grain or mountain stuff. So that'll look actually really cool. So this will be covered as well. And then of course all of this, the battle action area will not be covered. There'll be just like trees and stuff like that throughout it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna push off to be. And what we're gonna go ahead and do, guys, is I'm gonna go ahead and put my camera on the tripod here, and I'm gonna remove that extra line, and we're gonna see the difference it really makes. So guys, without ado, let's get right into that. Alright guys, so we're back. So I just removed that line that we had last time. So now you can see there's a lot more it's a lot more than you think it'd be, but there's a lot more space right here for the forest. So again, it was pushback 3 bricks. Sounds like a little, but trust me, in the end, that's a lot more space than you might think it'd be. So yeah, just give everybody a nice look there. And then again, now some of you did say push the water this way, that way you'll have more beach area. I want to actually have some water space. That way, you know, the droid gunship, I might have like 2 of them. One will be like right here, the other might be like that, kind of like right there. Don't know with vehicles, that's kind of way in the future, but I wanted that water space for the Corporate Alliance tank droids and other things like that, so I want to leave it. But yeah. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this part. Let's move on to some other stuff. So again, spin move back 3 bricks. I think that's pretty good. Alright guys, so I don't actually have the parts to make these. Again, we're waiting on, you know, certain funds, but I don't have the parts to make all of the, you know, like this section right here, how this is movable, and for example, like that. I don't have the parts for that yet, and I don't even have the railing in the dark brown color yet either. But what I can make is this right here, these like wall pieces right here, and I'm gonna make some different sizes. That way I can see if I want maybe I want the size to slowly get bigger or get smaller on certain sizes. So I'm gonna make a bunch of these, and you can actually watch the fast forward of that. So I'm gonna make a bunch more of these with whatever pieces I have left, and we'll see where that goes. So guys, let's take a nice look at that. This will be pretty cool actually. So again, another fast forwarding starts now. Alright guys, so there you go. I didn't actually build all of them. I still have some more pieces here. Build a few more, but I'm going to do that off camera. Anyhow, so it gives us a pretty good idea of, you know, what the Kashyyyk wall, what height I want to be at, let it be at. That's a mouthful right there, but it is really looking cool, and I'm very happy the way it's actually going to look, especially the design I'm going to be using. So I'm looking forward to the final product. You can already see it looks really cool on here, and just imagine behind this wall right here, you know, right here, you're going to see just huge mountains. They're going to be taller than those AT-APs all the way back there. To give you an idea how tall it's going to be, where the mountains are going to probably, if you can see, let's see right there, that part of the windowsill is probably the height the mountains are going to reach. At least that's where I want it to reach. I don't think that may be possible, but we'll see what just happens. But anyhow, I'm going to build some more off camera, and as you can see, I have to build, for this design right here, I have to build double of them. So I actually might be able to, now I'm looking at it, I might be able to cheat a different design, but we'll just see what happens. But yeah, so I have to build some more off camera, but I'll be ordering more of these parts because they'll be in use for later things as well. But again, looks very cool, and I'm very much looking forward to what the final product will look like. So I'll do some more in next week's episode. You'll see a bit of more of a final product on the Kashyyyk wall and how that's going. Now, one thing I wanted to mention to everybody, everything except for the water, everything, maybe actually the water too, but pretty much everything is going to be at least one brick off the base plate. And what that'll allow me, especially up in the front area, that'll allow me is to, if I wanted the clone to look like, there's an explosion, or say I want some type of ditch or something, that'll allow that. So everything pretty much up here in the frontal area, it kind of ends at that line right there, will be at least one brick high off the base plate, allowing allowing a flow, ups and downs and whatnot. That'll be through the sand and whatnot. But just thought I'd let everybody know that is a future thing I'm going to be working on. Alright guys, so that's actually all we're going to do for this week's episode. So let's get into the final thing. I'm talking about some really cool stuff, so definitely stick through to the end, because some pretty interesting information comes around. So take a look at that, guys. Thank you very much, and let's get right into that. Alright guys, so that is some pretty cool updates on stuff that's happening on the base behind us. So I went over a couple different things, Kashyyyk wall, and definitely the spacing of the forest area. And you can see there's actually a pretty good difference, and that's going to really benefit us in the forest type area later down the road, when this Kashyyyk muck really takes shape and starts looking pretty darn cool. And that is coming. So actually over the next couple weeks, I'm going to take some time out during the middle of the week while the episodes are being aired. But over the next couple weeks, I'm going to start building on some of my own time and really start getting some progress updates and stuff to mix into to these segments to really show the really great behind the scenes that goes behind this. So I have a lot of different ideas what I want to do for the back area, which is what we'll be focusing on a little bit more, because I have a lot more gray, dark grays. I have a lot of gray bricks because my last mock, which was 2 years ago, was Coruscant, and I have a lot of gray stuff. And also another mock mocks I had to do was for my Halo 4 brick film. So I have a lot of parts from that, as well as my Coruscant mock. So I have a lot of mixture in gray colors, but I have a really good variety of pieces. So that's great. So that's why we can focus a bit more on the back to spread out time before we get to the frontal or the beach area or the battle action area. So I hope you guys can understand that. Fun-wise, where I technically have the funds to get all the pieces I need. However, that money's being spent elsewhere. I'm actually in the middle of purchasing a Mac Pro, what they're calling the trash can. It's a very expensive computer, and I know a lot of you probably don't know what that is, because I know a lot of you are a younger audience. You can actually go to apple.com/Mac Pro, or you can just go to apple.com store, and then you'll see the Mac Pro there. It's like a black cylinder computer. It's awesome, to be honest. But that is where a lot of my funds went. And I'm having to wait a couple weeks before I get more money from the minifigs for you stuff, as well as from YouTube and whatnot. So I'm waiting for money to trickle back into my account, and until then, I really can't risk. I have money wise, I have money saved in areas, and I don't want to take money out for that. So I'm waiting a couple weeks before I can get some more money, and then I'm gonna purchase the parts, and then we'll be able to really dive into this segment, or that segment, when that comes. I'm just gonna have to hold on and keep watching the videos, guys, because trust me, between that time when the parts start coming in, I'm gonna have a lot of great design help and info. This is gonna give me some time to really think on on different techniques I want to use, and trust me, it's going to be really great. But anyhow, purchase a Mac Pro is the reason why funds are a bit low at the moment. And if anybody knows about computers while you're watching this video, you know the Mac Pro is a very, very expensive computer. So again, that's where a lot of the funds are going. Now, why am I buying a Mac Pro? It's for this segment, for not just this segment, but for my YouTube channel. This computer is, I don't get any benefit out of this giant horsepower computer from Minifigs for You. My site is what I'm talking about, my custom minifigure site. I don't get any benefit out of that. It's all for you guys. This computer is made to make more YouTube videos for you guys. So that, I hope a lot of you can understand that. Please don't get mad at me for not purchasing the parts yet and instead of buying a computer. Trust me, this computer is going to allow me to make so many amazing videos for you guys. You're going to be like mind blown by this computer and how many videos I'm going to be able to pull out a lot faster. Now at the moment I have a Mac, an iMac, and I've had it for 3 years now, and I've had an iMac before that for another 2 years, as well as a laptop before that. But I'm not going to give my history of my YouTube channel because we're only staying on the Kashyyyk, so I don't want to get too much off topic. But anyhow, iMac has done its job, but you know, terabytes been maxed out, external drives have been maxed out. I have 4 terabytes worth of data, and plus the i7 core, single or 4 quad core just is not enough for what I need to make for you guys to improve my channel and improve video making overall. So you're gonna actually, once that computer comes in here in the next couple weeks, you're actually gonna see a huge difference in amount of videos I put out, and as well as quality of videos, because they're gonna get a lot better because I'm gonna be able to do a lot more things, and it's gonna be really, really awesome. I know some of you don't know much about this computer that I'm purchasing, but that is the reason why Kashyyyk is going to have a lack of pieces. It's because of that. So I hope a lot of you can understand that. Sorry for kind of making this a bit long segment with me talking about this type of stuff, but I just want to let everybody know what is going on, what is the situation as of this video being posted. Now if you're watching this video months down the road, then well, you can go fast forward ahead a couple episodes and see that we actually do get to landscaping and whatnot. So yeah. Alright, anyhow guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you got some pretty cool design info. The purpose of these building Kashyyyk and building segments really is for you guys to come off and learning something you didn't know. That is my ultimate goal. So if you learned something or you got something off this video that you can take and put towards your own Legos, then give this video a big thumbs up, guys. It really helps, trust me. It means a lot to me, as well as commenting what you think about the series, what can improve, what do you think about the base, any ideas for what I can do. Love hearing that, guys. I go through so many comments during the weekdays. I will, off from school, I'll definitely take a look at the comments, and I honestly look at just as many as I can. I get through as many as I can. So please leave a comment, and that's going to do it, guys. We'll be back with next week's episode, guys. Don't know what's actually going to be. We'll see what just happens. Who knows? I might build quite a bit, and it'll be a really surprise next week. You'll just have to find out and wait for next week's episode to see what goes on. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another Building Kashyyyk weekly segment, as well as so many other videos. Thank you for watching. You have a great day, and bye-bye.